junk.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things.
Pure madness! How could someone be so utterly naive?
Rivellon is no stranger to the supernatural. He might well have flown into the sunset and looked down at us cynics, laughing.
Source hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
Attack of the Arrow Surge!
As hot as the hell you will soon inhabit! Anoint the land, bless its death. demise!
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed. For all we know, these dark-dealing thieves... It's locked. Fire it up! This seems to be broken. Careful! There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here. I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
Die, vermin!
This seems to be broken.
Face the unending darkness.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
What's this? I found something.
But I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long. I've spotted a trap.
This seems to be broken.
Fastened tighter than the
I've
treasury.
spotted something. I've spotted something interesting. What's this? I found something.
hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner. I feel uneasy here. I'd better keep my weapon at the ready. Vermin!
What goes up must come down.
just want to watch the world burn.
Have mercy on your soul.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
This is the end. For you!
single malt stubbiers. You've been had by one of them.
As good as a new penny.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Sightseal. We're Legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we don't.
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old?
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, Bibius? Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that, for that is what we do.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Space.
Just put a sock in it, will you, Bibius?
Ever kept the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon, buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for... So, you're source hunters, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true?
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or...
Captain, come along. We're not far from the city. Lovely day for a swig and a song. Fare thee well. Lovely day for a swig and a song, isn't it? Fare thee well. Come, let's have another drink while we still can.
What the hell's happening down there? Orcs! Bloody orcs! Come, let's go back to the bridge. Let the source hunters handle their big brutes.
are like a lightning rod, aren't you? Poison cloud grenade!
Those orcs had a human commander. How very
Who was that
curious
sucker leading
and
those orcs?
disquieting.
Damn traitor.
Where are Bibius and Junius? Didn't they hear the fight?
One day, comrade. Vengeance. Oi! The Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. I'm a proud legionnaire and always will be. But I thought we'd be doing more slashing and less dying. Bloody orcs are at it again. Beats me what on earth they wanted sights. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball. They may need help. I'd go myself, but we legionnaires are under strict... Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge.
I needed that.
Our ship's ablaze in the harbor. We need help. Fast!
Blasted orcs have learned how to play with fire. We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save it.
Are these the biggest buckets we've got? We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save her.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen Tom. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only... You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. So you were, and there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to... It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek. So there are, or rather, there is. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The Orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't see. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like... And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about... I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish... Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessed... Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm, to be out in the night, to stalk on... But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to... I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me. Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good...
Undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Arden mentioned?
We'll have none of that. You hear?
We mustn't let him...
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
You're right, it doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous while I'm on the job.
Happens to the best of us.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets.
The ship's blazing in higher!
The ship's blazing ever higher. Last orcs have learned how to play with fire.
We need more help, or she's lost!
We need more help, or she's lost.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save her. Shores? Here? Inside Seal? Bah! That was some fast acting there. Madness. Thought we were
The mainland.
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, skeletons, you know the story. Shores? Here? Inside Seal?
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope?
No, it ain't. Straight to the mama back.
Don't forget the time you got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's boy.
That one.
Speaking of you, that creepy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let all win.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out the door.
Good on. Please, boss, make respect.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
Source Hunter's here too!
Warm as dragon's
Beyond
breath.
these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
I could do with a cold drink.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
The sun is out. I, Duke, will take him.
leave an oven door open? You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking?
The dramatics, it's not as bad as
She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side.
Source Hunter's here too. Well, if the...
To leave the city is
Legionnaire, you don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'd bring some backup if I were you. Thank you for heeding my words of...
And aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
Attention! About face! Kill the barracks! Notch!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Recruits!
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech Woman.
The beast speaks? So you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it. Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a... We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like...
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we? Sir, no, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! Notch! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got...
To the barracks! Notch! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Source Hunter, I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Those bolted embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir. It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I'm still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in me. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But just nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So the scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source... What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence, I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. And what might those be? In truth, I don't know. They've been The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have got... Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they... You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But to the Legion they are greens until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through. Or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated. We can't... Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista. That's enough of that now!
Those boots embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Cruel fortune.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will I'll inject some vim into your routine.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only Savageries in their very blood. Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
What are ye staring at?
Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off, and I can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship and sail off. Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Haven't seen...
Size seals ever seen?
I'm straight, I'm true. Paris by the cousins. Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
No one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. But what choice of... Oh, my story's tired by now. I was a happy enough, prosperous... So what do you think? Should... I suppose you've got a point. Another... Fed a hungry man, you know.
Cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me, Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what? Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime...
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here. You and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path. The rush of finding yourself in a... too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The way...
Well, I can't say that I haven't.
Yes, some extra...
Indeed. Indeed, gold is always welcome. And among the fabulous five, gold flows as... Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety? Without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? Oh.
Waiting for what?
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better to be served than to serve. I concur.
Well spoken. Well said indeed. Life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding, am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream. Enact. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has. Work hard. Fulfill contracts. Enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. Of course, of course, of course. All you need to do is sign this waiver, and just like that, snap! You're part of the family. All I need is your lovely little autograph. What do you say?
Friends as the man with many cheeses.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Oh, thank you, Divinity.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for bar potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's
Join a guild, better the world, earn a lot of gold. Yeah.
And me! May all the riches in the world be ours!
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? Fabulous is the word. You may not... Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not Fabulous Five material, him. His experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many of his other researches failed. One of them was a big lumbering apparatus, a frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush the undead by the dozens, but you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, luckily there are...
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears? In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place. The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is...
Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all! By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? Oh yes, proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves. How you got here, though, on such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space. At last, a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place-time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a show don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes.
I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens. I was really hoping to find something better.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... It's quite sprung to life, just like the long, dormant flames that decorate this You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Those torches, alight! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in. It is the void itself. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know it's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. Though I cannot say for certain if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other but why spoil the mystery? As soon after you, oh, what wonders we may find. You first, but don't dilly-dally.